calculation, position, endgame, tactics. Long ago, the four skills lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when tactics attacked. Only the Grandmaster Tushi, master of all four skills, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and a new Grandmaster emerged, a 1000 Elo player named Kuri. And although his chess skills aren't great, and he blunders and rage quits often, I still believe Kuri can save the chess world. This is the story of how one player, against all odds, tries to climb the Elo ladder. From hilarious blunders to the occasional brilliant move, we'll follow Kuri's journey to see if a completely average player can truly master the game of kings. Can he do it? Honestly, probably not. But it's going to be fun to watch him try. Stick around to see the chaos unfold.
Alright, this is the first match on the channel. Let's see how we do it. Of course, we're going to play Vienna Gambit if we can. Chat's disabled. I can't talk. Let me see. No, it's completely disabled. Hopefully he doesn't disconnect. That'll be such a letdown. There we are. All right. That is a... We'll play the Vienna game. He's probably going to double push. I'm going to take. I mean, he didn't count, right? Because I have more attackers than he does, so I just won a pawn. And he has no development. Okay. I mean, this was a bad move because now I can take here. I could have just taken his bishop and doubled the pawns, but now his rook is trapped. So I mean, what he could do is try to sack the bishop and then just be down the bishop. Because, you know, if he goes here and then I take... No, he can't do that either. I think this game is over. Just like that. How to win a game in 6 moves. Yeah. Because I almost took his bishop and doubled the pawns just because that's kind of like a natural thought. And I hope he doesn't sit here on the first game of the channel and he rage quits because he lost. He has no checks. The rook is dead either way. Okay, so that's what he chose to do. We're gonna take the exchange. Hopefully he wasn't activating stockfish. I'm gonna go ahead and try to trade off the queens. Okay, I don't even have pre-moves enabled. Let me not do that. Oh, he let me trade the queens. So whenever you're up on material, obviously you want to trade. So I am going to finish my development. His development is pure garbage. I don't know what he has going on. I mean, that was a good move. But let me get my king to safety. You know, granted, I am winning. I am up 2 pawns and exchange. And the queens are off the board, so this is effectively going to be an in-game. I want to double push, but that won't work. So let me put this rook here first. Then I'm going to push. He's probably going to take. I'm going to take. He's going to take, and then I'm going to take. So the name of the game when you're up on material is just to trade off all the pieces. So since I'm up so much material, like I'm just trying to get everything off the board, simplify, and then I can just take the dub. Hopefully he doesn't go for the pin. I mean, it won't make too big of a difference. I'll just kick it away. Okay, he chose to go that way. I mean, that's just yoink. He's going to take that. I wonder what the thought process was behind that. Now I'm attacking his bishop. He's probably going to have to move it. I would go back here. I mean, I would just resign because this is... I'm sure the eval bar is heavily in my favor. Or he could do that, and that just gives me free development. I'm going to push this pawn, and then the next move I can push here. So my pawn structure is just magnificent. Look at this. I mean, I could go back this way. That works too. Because if he goes here, it's probably going to go back there, like I said in the beginning. But I just got a bunch of free tempos, just pushing my pawns forward. I mean, obviously, when you're in an end game, you want to try to get your pawns to the other side of the board and queen them. So these are literally just free moves that make my pawns that much closer to becoming a queen. So it's not the ideal thing for him to do. I don't even know why he's taking so long to decide what he wants to do anyway. I mean, it's not like he has many options. Um, hmm. I want to get this bishop out. And I'm trying to decide if I want to. I'm going to develop it and put it here. I was thinking here, but it's such an awkward spot. I like this diagonal. So if he ever pushes these pawns, like, this is already being put under pressure. Look at this guy. What is he trying to do? I'm going to. I'm going to go back. He's probably going to push again, and then I'm just going to go right back to the same position I was in because even though, I was just talking about free tempos, like, this is just a weak pawn. Like, this isn't supported by anything. Like, my pawns are all connected. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Like, yeah, he gets his pawn way further, but like, look at this. Like, now if he tries to push this twice, I can just take it. Yeah, and both of my knights are looking there, so I might just go there anyway. Actually, I have this discovered attack. I'm gonna see if he pays attention to this. I'm gonna push my pawn forward, which looks like a free pawn. He's gonna fall for the same exact trick that made me win his rook in the first place. So um, on the next move, that's what I'll do and trap his other rook. So I'll be that rook should. I mean, this bishop should get out if I take his bishop or his rook. So let's see what he does. I'm tempted to pre-move it just to make it look like a mistake. Like, can I sell it? You know? Whatever, let's do this. He probably saw it and was finna go, ooh. So his plan, and this doesn't work. His plan, one, he hung his rook, so that's obvious. But let's just say this bishop wasn't here. Like, I have two attackers. He has one defender. So I can quite literally just take this. And then I'm also attacking this. So if he trades this, that's fine because his rook is still stuck. So, like, I am not in a rush for my bishop uh, to take his rook because it's stuck. It can't go anywhere, right? So he slammed that thing down like he had a point to prove. He's probably going to take this free pawn because he knows, like, I mean, what else is he going to do? He can throw the bishop. I mean, he can sacrifice the knight. Oh no, he did exactly what I said he was going to do. He could have sacrificed the knight, right? Let me explain what he could have done. He could have thrown the knight up and lost the knight, but then after I took it, he could have saved, his rook. So obviously he didn't do that. So let's go ahead and snatch that up really quick. He should be resigning. Like, there's honestly no reason why he should be continuing to play this one. Um, his knight never entered the game. I am up literally 10 points of material. Like, this is, I know, like, they say, like, under 1500, like, don't resign, but this is one of those cases where it's just like, dude, Magnus Carlsen could not beat me in this position, right? That's just how bad it is. I mean, let me not say that because he probably will try. But I'm up so much material. It's like, what the hell? Why is he doing this? He's taking one thing about him, he's also been taking a lot of time to think about his moves, but I don't think he put as much thought into it as he should. Like he didn't blunder check as well as he should have. Let's see how this goes. Okay. He's going there. Don't know what the thought process is. I am going to pin it. Right? Put pressure on the piece. So he did that. So my goal is to trade. So I'm going to go here. Obviously, he just tried to get his knight off of that corner. Like, this is literally the worst square you could have a knight in. Like, this is literally the worst. Like, I don't think you can come up with another one. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take here. He's going to take back with the knight. I am going to attack his bishop. But that is only the beginning. Oh, counterattack. That's actually pretty cool. Except the fact that I can just move. So now back to what I was saying. I'm attacking his bishop, and you know, where can he go? I mean, he can probably just fall back. You know, one of the two ways. Oh, he just counterattacked. That works also. I mean, my what am I trying to say? My knight is defended, so if he takes that, like that helps what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to trade everything away and just win the game. Because when the queens are off the board, it makes it that much difficult to actually checkmate. So, like, you know, back to my plan. My ultimate goal was to double the rooks, which means this piece is lost no matter what he does. He can't save this. I mean, the game is over. I don't know why he continues to play. But you know, I mean, I guess. And then what you want to do is you want to try to ladder. So let's go ahead and double up on the seventh heaven, as Tushi would say. And I mean I mean it's a cool move. I mean I could just do this. I mean it's not like the king can come in and save it. I mean he's just making pointless moves that you can tell he's not really thinking through. Like, okay, if I was to do this, like what would that do? Like he's not actually thinking that. So boom, we doubled up on the seventh rank. This is where you want your rooks. He took that as if that was like, yeah, and this is just GG. Like he can't. If he goes right, I'm gonna go here. If he goes left, I'm gonna go here. Like it really doesn't matter. So this is a GG, my boy. GG's. Y'all should still be able to see. Going with the Vienna, of course. Again. What's this big old bar over here? Like remove ads. Like what in the world? Okay. So I like to get the bishop out when he does that response. I could have taken it. I should have taken it. Maybe I'm playing a little bit fast because it's going to get rid of a key defender. He should take it back with the pawn. He does. I mean, he opened up the queen file, so I mean that is nice. But he just blundered a pawn. Boom. He can try to sacrifice. I mean, he's probably trying to hop this in. Oh, he just castled. Okay. This guy is not bad, actually. Let's hurry up and castle myself. Get out of dodge. His pawns are damaged. I'm up a pawn. I am probably going to push this pawn right here. What's he trying to do? I have no clue what he's trying to do. I mean, the only squares he can go to are here, which is instant death. Here, back to where he just came from. So I am actually going to push this once. And now I'm kind of blockading him off. And I don't think he paid attention to my last move. I covered that square with the bishop. So that's just a free piece. And that pretty much is a GG from there. Like, you know, but what they do say is the hardest games to win are the ones that are already won. So in situations like this, it's very important that you don't just automatically just get cocky. And what he's doing right now is what I call like what do I want to call it? It's kind of like a kamikaze, right? You just once you realize you lost the match, you start to just throw away all of your pieces. You just throwing pawns forward for no reason. Like if he takes, cool, I'm gonna take back with the rook. Um, I have no clue what that was supposed to do. That queen move, because I could just do that, and now I'm attacking the queen. I mean, this is covered. This is covered. I don't know if that was some type of scholar's mate, and that's what I'm talking about. Like when you talk about like just raging after you lose a piece, this is very crucial. A game of chess can be lost in a single move. So even though I'm winning right now, I'm up a whole piece and a pawn. I could make one mistake and blunder my queen, and next thing you know, I'm down four. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the math would be. So it's very critical for you to understand, like, hey, um, you can't just you can't just autopilot. I'm gonna get the queen off the back rank and offer a queen trade. So this is covered by my knight. So I'm trying to take away all the squares that he has to boom. He probably thought that was free. Psych. He was attacking, so you never want to trade off your queen while you're attacking. And just like in the last game, um, once you trade off the queen, it becomes an end game. And and once you lose that queen, like it's just not like your attack is fizzled out. You know that's your best attacking piece. And I don't want to take his bishop because um, if I was to do that, it would fix his pawn structure. So even though I'm up a lot of material, like I really don't want to do that. I'm almost tempted to take here, let him take over here, and then trade off all of these pieces. Like I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that. Even though this move is pretty bad because it allows him to develop his bishop, and even though this is a bad diagonal, like he'll never penetrate that. Um, it allows me to get my goal, which is to trade all of these freaking pieces off. So, um, actually, what I want to do is I want to move my king over here first because the goal is to trade, and then when he takes back, I am going to put my rook here and then trade it again. So the goal is to simplify. I'm up on material. I'm about to just trade, and then next thing you know, the fact that I have a whole extra piece is going to just overwhelm him in the end. And he ran away, which is smart. You don't, like I said, you don't want to trade when you are up on material. And obviously, I don't want to think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to force him to trade this as his best move. Because if I was to take his bishop now, when he takes back with the pawn, I am attacking it twice. So he's either going to have to trade this, or he's going to have to trade that. Or what he decided to do, which is give me a free pawn, which, you know, we take those. We take those. So now I'm up 5 points of material. Um, and like, see like little moves like this. Uh, so I want to take my bishop back here, but what I'm afraid of is if he takes here, I take there. He puts the rook there. I take, which defends. Yeah, I think that works. So I was scared of some tactics, but my goal is to trade everything, and this pretty much forces his hand. Because if he allows this trade, like that's a trade, that's what I want. If he takes here, cool. Look, I'm attacking too, so voila, I got to trade off everything like I planned. And I also get the seventh heaven, right? So this is the one of the best ranks for uh, the rook, and the reason is because it one usually traps off the king, right? So now his king is forever stuck here. Like he's gonna have to trade off some of the rooks. Um, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to excuse me. What he's trying to do is he's hoping I'm not paying attention. He wants to take here, and then when he takes, he gets that free pawn and stuff. So I'm gonna just trade this off because because that's what I want to do. And then I will go here, which defends this pawn, which is he was attacking, and it helps me get my knight to a better square. So now we're just gonna go here. His king is stuck, so like I could theoretically just keep my rook on this, and his king is out of the game. And the king seems like a very, very weak piece in chess, but in the end game, it becomes one of the most powerful. So um, the fact that his king is stuck on that rank, it doesn't seem like it's like a very strong tactic, but it is. Okay, never underestimate the power of the king in the end game. The king is a piece in the end game. I'm up 7 points of material. I honestly do not know why this guy is continuing to play. I don't know the thought process of going here. He doesn't have the seventh heaven in his rank because my king is defending, so he has no entry. Um, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's, I think he's doing what I said earlier in the last game, was like, you got somebody who's just raging. And the reason I say that is, you see my knight right here. That's not the knight. Give me that. That's just GG. Like, even if he comes and he tries to take, like, this is, and then check, win this pawn. Like, it's literally like I have all of my pawns except for one, and like, why is this game still being played? Only Lord knows, because this is crazy. So, what I like to do is, you like to get your rook and pawn kind of like this on your pass pawns, and then you just throw these up. Like, he should be resigning right now. Like, he literally has no pieces to win. Like, he literally can't win. So right now I'm just gonna slowly work my queen up, and then boom, bop, bam, ladder made his ass. This is called a ladder mate. You just kind of work him up the board. Boom. All right, we're gonna play one more game before we call it. We got the black pieces this time. Let's see how we do with the black pieces. Of course, I like the Vienna personally. I mean, I know it's a weak opening, but we are going to see. So this is the early queen attack. First thing you want to do is defend this pawn. A lot of people go and throw this knight up, like you saw me about to do so. And if you decide to do that, he'll take this pawn, and it's a check, and it's just a whole bunch of shenanigans. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, let me go get tissue right here. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Like, the early queen attack just is so tricky. And I was tempted to throw the knights up, and if you do that, you obviously lose. So now you just kind of want to chase the queen around and also continue to develop. He's probably going to go to this square right here. Personally, I like to throw the queen up and trade it and just be up a lot of material. However, you should throw this knight forward. Now, the best move for him right now is to block off this knight with this pawn, because if I get here, or he can go knight here to cover the square, this is a fatal error, because I get to go knight here, attacks this queen, and I attack this square. It's not as if he can he can't attack me at all. So you can see, like, the development is just different right now. So I'm gonna focus on getting my king out of the center. That is something that's extremely important. I can't believe I sneezed so hard. I have so much snot right here. It makes no sense. Oh my god. It's like I sneezed up a week's worth of mucus on me right now. But anyway, he took his knight out, which we can allow him to. I'm trying to see, do I want to allow him to take it? No, I think I'm going to actually do this. So if he takes, I'm going to take back with one of these pawns. Oh goodness, did I just blunder? I did. Now he's double attacking here. Let's go ahead and castle, because my goal is early development. So although I just gave up a pawn, we should still be in good standing. Oh, dang, I almost had a tactic. This is so tricky. What do I want to do? Let's push this pawn here to get this bishop out. He's probably going to trade it. Yeah, figured as much. He takes right here. Now this is a tactic, so this is probably going to be a brilliant move. We're going to review this one after the game. If I take here, obviously his queen is under attack. He has to move the queen. He's probably going to be tempted to take the knight. So if he takes with the queen, I pin it and win it. But if he takes with the knight, obviously, like, I win his queen. So this is a very tricky move right here. And let's see how he handles it. Ooh, he fell for the trap. So we are gonna go rook here, pin the queen to the king. The best move is probably to take the rook. I'll take this with a check, and we're just gonna continue to blow him out of the water. So you saw we sacrificed that. I'm gonna see if that was a brilliant move at the end of it. I know we didn't do any of the reviews, but I did not buy my chess premium yet, so we don't have free. I mean, that helps you, man. So that was just a free bishop, because this is still defended multiple times over. So, oof, yikes. So, I mean, he has a rook and two knights. I have two minor pieces and a queen. So basically a rook for a queen. Yeah, which let me calculate. If he didn't give away that freaking bishop, like, he'd be even right now. Yeah, he would be even. So first things first, I want to develop an attack. This is obviously undefended, so I'm also piercing it and attacking this pawn. So if he moves like that, whop, 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 whop. His bishop's also kind of stuck, because if the bishop ever moves, you've seen this tactic literally in the last two games that we've played. So my next goal is to develop my queen. You always want to get the queen off of the bottom rack, what I call it. And he just resigns. Man, I really wish that he continued that game, because I was actually very, very interested in all right, so this is the review. Obviously, he started out.
Classic. Oh, the queen's already out. That's aggressive. Threatening your pawn early. Okay.
Right.
Your pawn is safe now. Okay, good defense.
Yeah, shut up, Hikaru. So, that was a good move. He does that. Push the pawn. The knight. So I guess they wanted me to go pawn here. And the idea behind going here, let me do the retry. The idea behind doing this is to eventually get the d4 break or the d5 break. Because if he takes, obviously, I have so much defense on this. I'm just cracking open the center and just diffusing his attack. So let's continue on with what we did. We ended up going bishop here. Again, I was trying to get my king out of the way. So he did that. That was cool. He took that. Oh, that was a miss. So what was I supposed to do? Let me see what the thought process was behind this move. Let's see. So he wants the knight to take. My knight to take. He wants the bishop to take. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. That's literally a free piece. Wow, we learned something. So I'm going to remember that for next time, because I did not see that at all. Yeah, that's good. And this is why you always review your games. Like, I know I didn't review the first two. But this is why you review, because you learn. And the next time I face this and this is what happens, like now I know that that is a blundered piece. And this is why, specifically when you are reviewing your games, really you want to look at the blunders, but you really want to look at the misses too, right? So the misses are like you had something really good and you just didn't see it, right? So that's where I focus the most, and this obviously was a miss, and we just saw what that was, right? So, it's +1 for me. I defended this pawn, wanted him to take. Why did I do that move? Oh, I remember. So I did that in order to kind of get my bishop out, because I knew he was going to take the knight, and there really wasn't anything that I could do. What is the thought process behind this? Because what happens if he just does that? Right? It's a fork. I got you. So I win the piece back. And, if he takes here, then I take there. But then he goes here, and this is... I guess, but this is a big trade fest. Well, he said free bishop. Let me run the whole process. Knight takes. Take here. Oh, yeah, that is a free piece. Wow. So I missed so many tactics on on free pieces. That's just insane. Well, anyway, let's go back. Anyway, this is a game of our brilliance, so let's not beat ourselves up over too much. Brilliant move. Again, I explained this when we did it. If he takes with the knight, we attack the queen. If he captures with the queen, we pin it. And that was the end. We took it, took that back, and then this is just slaughter, and he resigned. Oh well, GG.